First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Full set, yellow 20. Check, 47. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie six-rounder from Maryland. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, easy, easy. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
To throw is Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third-and-long situation. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll find Galladay, that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set, lady.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the toss, here's Johnson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hey, 250. Let's go, D. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's get out the field, defense. Check out, read. Check 24. Check 24. Check. Look at me. Go. Check, go.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You draw Corker. Key 8. Check. Fair. Check 3. Leo. Get.
Gallman will run it. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
40's the mark. Squeeze. Get the ball. Switch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, lock it.
Now Gallman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
1st down, New York.
Down. 18 Gator. Bandit. Bandit. Hey, check 24. Hey, Sam off. Check 3. 2.
Here's Gallman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Check 26. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. 36. Check. Now.
This is Gallman. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
You got it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Ready. 180. Watch time. Tight end rock.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Justin Coleman brings him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
10-2 stop. Hey, exit. Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. He's coming this way, Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Mike.
From the 35 on second down, Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Kill. 22 jet bombers. Look, squeeze. Rock it. Watch twist. Hard. He's coming. Ready.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devon Kennard in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 26. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yep. Backside guys, man, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Lady.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford, screen play, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That lady. Mike's 47. Hey, rip right. 47's a Mike. 47's a Mike.
Now Stafford. Steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Alpha. Go. Recon. 132 fighter. Go. Jim.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that takes us from second to third down.
Watch right. Watch right.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here.
Look at me. Go. Now.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Jones heading up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Fair.
Watch the ship.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Watch safety creep.
Hey, lock it.
Safety's creeping. No.
Hey, Sam off.
He's checking creep.
Roll out. Fight.
Now they try the right side here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Pilot, 64, weak.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
24 set, 250. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
We got to step it up. Check 31, check 31. Check 43. What? Squeeze. Check. Back it.
They'll run again here with Gallman. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 40. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards.
1st down, New York.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Jones. Got a man, it's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Giants on a pickup of 14.
1st down, New York.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff looking right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run with Irvin, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, switch gears. Jumper.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
36.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Begin. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
Big grip.
Now they try the right side here.
Under 10.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Topper.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 6-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Middle. I'm coming after you.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Mike 56.
Here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey. Come on.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eli Harrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
50.
From his own goal line, Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it's Stafford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall, 96 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because
it got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Go, go. 10 over.
Get ready. Get ready.
Get ready.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go, go.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
6-6. Pull it high. Yep. Five. We got double up. Watch the safety creep. Go, Mike with you on. Protein spill. Hey, let's go. Get it.
Back to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Giants. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Single. Check 31.
Hey, 22.
Tight end right. 24 is the mic.
Right here.
Show it.
Now Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Heavy on the edges. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Kill! Check safety! Watch the twins!
General West.
Fresno! Shoot! Jim! Switch! Check the backer! Hey, alert 3!
Now a handoff looking right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tighten up. Check 99. Kill.
There.
Pick the edge. Go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill.
Trickstone, travel.
Switch. Rush in.
Leo.
Watch twins.
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
Check 15.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Let's go.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
And finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down, Giants.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
No. He's crashing.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
You draw forfeit.
Check 52. Check 31. Check.
Hey, Sam off.
Check.
Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here. Try to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Back. Check 3.
Joe out. Any weapon.
He's checking. Crash. Check 9.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Switch. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Check three. SOS.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
56, right there, 56. Man, I got you.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Stafford with his first throw of OT. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Switch gears. Joker.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Jones on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Slam, slam.
Squeeze. Check 26.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Nah.
Take it, take it.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Now Jones, back to the air on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, New York.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40.
Hey, Zoo.
So that'll back him up 5.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hard. Hey, wahoo.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 40, check, he's coming. All day, baby, all day. Check 37, 49, check 49. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
Get it.
From the gun, Jones. Now he's going to go deep down the line. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Giants win the football game. But we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case,